Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So I've got a few little bits out on my tray. So I've just got some beads out because I thought we could make some ornaments. So these are going to be book ornaments. Let me just cut this thread. So I'm just using, this is a 1mm thread. I just thought, and it's in red, so I thought it would be quite nice. Now I'm hoping I might have to get different beads out depending, but I saw these gorgeous goldstone beads that I thought this would look gorgeous on the bottom. So these are going to be little mini Christmas trees if this goes all the way through. Hopefully it will. Yes, it does. Awesome. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to, so I've just threaded a bead onto here, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put several knots in because I don't want this bead to come undone or to fall off. So right, my husband's just walked in, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so I have just on the end I've put a nice big knot so that my bead won't come off. So this is going to be the bottom. Now what we're going to use is we're going to use some book pages. So I've got all of these cut out. So we've got 2-inch squares, we've got 5 7/8 squares, I've got 12 of each. We've got 1 7/8. So there's 2-inch, 1 7/8, 1 1/4, 1 5/8, 1 1/2. Yeah, so it just goes down by 1/8, and I've gone all the way down. So let me just move these up a second. And they go all the way down to 3/4 of an inch. Now I need to let the lady out because she's wanting to see what Daddy's up to. So let's let her out. There you go. Right, okay. And all I'm going to do is, so I'm going to grab the first pile. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my needle and go in the very center. Now this is just an old book, and then I'm going to bring that all the way down, and then I'm going to do that with all of them. But as I'm putting them on, making sure my, oh look at that, it would, wouldn't it, making sure my thread doesn't knot. And as we go down to the bottom, we want to have it so that it's sort of, as you can see, slightly off. Now it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to put some glue on to do this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to thread them all down, and then as we go down I'll position them accordingly like this. So I'm just going to keep doing that all the way, but I just thought it'd be something a little bit different, and again I thought it'd be something quite nice to hang from the tree, or even to pop, oh, my threads come off, or even to pop on a present as well. Yeah, so I just wanted to see how it would turn out. Right, I'll just get that back on. So let's keep going. I'm going to do this with all of our book pages, and hopefully, so making sure that we keep turning it, because obviously we want to keep that in. But yeah, so we're just going to go all the way down. But I just thought it'd look quite cool. Well, I'm hoping it looks quite cool because, yeah, I've seen this done with buttons. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. So just keep on going, and as you can see, it's going to be quite a nice treat. Now if you don't want it to be this big, then you can start off with smaller pages. I have used 10 book pages out of a book to do this, so you don't need very much as in tools, which I think is quite nice. Right, we're on the last one for that size. So just like that. Right, so then I'm going to bring in my next size, and it really is as simple as that. So and we just keep going. But like I said, I've gone down by 1/8 of an inch, and I've just kept going down by 1/8 of an inch from 2 inches, because I didn't want it to be a massive change in size. I don't know, I think it just looked better if it was gradual, so we'll soon find out, won't we? And you can see that it is coming up very quick. So I've done 12 sheets of each, making sure they're turned. And I just thought it'd be a nice way also to add some of my beads on. So yeah, and then just keep going round. And you don't need a particularly sharp needle actually for this either, so which is quite nice, but do be careful because you don't want to prick your fingers with it. Okay, and then put that in. So as you can see, we want to make sure that this is all, yeah, just slightly off, so that we've got that nice sort of layer. Right, onto the last one, and then let's get the next size. Okay, I'm just wondering whether or not I maybe have needed more, but I hope not. I want to say that you know, 12 of each design was enough. I'd like to say it was, so we will find out. So this is the first time I've ever done this, so I just thought we'd see. Like I said, I've seen it done with buttons, and they look amazing when you do it with buttons, but I wanted to see if we could do it as paper crafters, if we could do it with book pages and it still look really, really cool. So making sure to keep turning that paper. So we are just, I thought I'd come on and film with you guys. We're just waiting for little Lucy to come home. So she's due home in the next 10-15 minutes. And then we are off out for tea this evening. So as a little treat, yeah, it's lovely when you go out for tea and you don't have to cook. I mean, I love cooking, don't get me wrong. I think there is something nice about cooking, but yeah, it's also nice to be able to go out. I find that I actually enjoy my meals so much more when I haven't cooked, and I think it's because I haven't cooked. Yeah, are you the same? Do you feel the same as well? But that's starting to look really, really nice. Okay, so next let's go on to the next size. So I really am just going to do this all the way along. I want to say I should really go off camera, but I think I want to do the full process with you guys, from start to finish, so that you can see how long it takes. Yeah. So if you don't want to keep watching me and hearing me ramble, I'm just moving them, then you're more than welcome to yeah, speed this section up, or you can also just fast forward. I've only just discovered that YouTube have a little speed up button, so you can watch something twice as fast. Did you know that that was there? But most of the time I watch on my phone or on my iPad, but I was watching on my laptop the other day, and there was a button there that said you could speed it up. Not that I would, but it's good to know. Especially if you're short on time and you really want to see the end of something, and you don't want to skip forward, because I don't like skipping when I'm watching videos. I like to watch the whole process. But yeah, okay. I'm liking how this is looking. Right, let's go through both of these together. Let's see if we can. And then when we go down, if we just slightly turn them, there we go. Ah, this is looking cute. Right, let's go on to the next size. Again, I'm going to actually just do it all on my needle. So let's do that because I just want to see if there is a quicker way of doing it. So I'm popping them on my needle where the sort of way that I want them to go. So that they're all, yeah. And then let's take them down. Yeah. So if you wanted to, you can pop them on your needle, excuse me, and then just twist them accordingly. Yeah, I like that idea because then you can definitely do it a lot quicker, especially if you're wanting to bulk and make them. Okay, like I said, please do be careful because we are working with a needle, so try not to hurt your hands or stab yourself. Right, so there's that. Let's go on to the next size. So yeah, we are nearly there, but I'm liking it so far how it's turning out. The only thing that I think, because it doesn't look too big, is maybe added between a few of the layers just a seed bead, just so that it bulks it out. Maybe try that on my next go, but yeah, let's see what it looks like as we finish, because I do think it's looking gorgeous. And I am going to finish it off with a bead at the top as well, so I think I'm going to bring one of the metal beads in, which I have because they've got a nice big hole to them. Okay, so there's that section. And then as you can see, this is what we've got so far. How nice is that? I'm liking that, but I am thinking that we did need to add more bits of paper than what we are, but I still like what I am seeing. So again, just popping these on, making sure that they're all at different angles, like this. So I'm not doing too many at a time, just because I don't want my needle to sort of break while doing it. So yeah, just keep going around like this, and just, yeah, having lots of fun. Okay. Oh, I love how it looks. How cute are these? These would make really nice presents on their own, wouldn't they? I think they'd make an absolute gorgeous gift. You could make like a little box to pop it in, and even add some glitter. So I think is that the size? Yeah, I'm just making sure. Okay. So there's those ones. Next size, I've actually only got a couple of this size for some reason, but let's add them on. I may need to measure them. What size are they? Right, so they're 1 1/8. So let me bring in some paper because we've only got a few of them for some reason. Like I said, I'm not sure why. So we are 1 1/8. And then I'm just going to cut them down at 1 1/8, like so. I think it actually takes more time to cut all of your pieces down than it does to put it together. But yeah. Okay. Let's do another line of them. Why not? We've got it there, so we may as well. So there's going to be a bit more than the 12 for these ones, but you can do as many layers as you want. So you don't have to do just 12. If you wanted to make this tree bigger, you could double it by putting 24 in of each ones. So, oh, there's Lucy home. I can hear her giggling. So how many have we got this size? 2, 4, 6, 12, 13, 14. So we've got 15 for this size. So just over. But yeah, let's use it. So I've used 10 sheets out of my book altogether, which isn't bad. So one book could in fact get quite a bit of quite a few decorations out of. The other thing that you could do, which I haven't, you could always ink around all the edges as well if you wanted to, so that you can sort of add a bit of depth to. So that's another option. The other thing I was also thinking of, which I thought would be quite nice, is dipping all of the ends, so when it's made, dipping it in glue and then adding some glitter on, because who doesn't love glitter at Christmas? So make sure these are all, yep, right. Go for the next size. These are 1-inch squares. So I did miss out 5/8, no, 7/8. Sorry, I missed that one out and just went to 3/4. So I have missed that, but all the rest does go down in 8s. But yeah, I'm loving it. I absolutely love it. Right, I'm just popping all of these on. I think I've got more than 12 here as well. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am going to turn all of these. I'm going to get down the bottom. 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. So 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17. So I've actually cut 18, so I'm going to put 18. So the last layer, so the 1 inch by, let me just untangle that. So the 1 inch by 1/8, we did 15. And then the 1 inch squares, we've done 18. So, and then we'll count how many of the little ones, but I may as well use them. So if you want to recreate exactly what I've done, then it's 12 for every one except for the 1 1/8. You want 15 of them. The next size you want 18. And then the 3/4 inch, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I've got 16 of the 3/4 inch. So if you want to recreate the same dimensions as me, then that is what you will need. But I have to admit, it looks gorgeous, and I don't think I would add any more layers to it. I think it's quite nice as it is. So let's get these last two on. So there we have our tree, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is, let's bring in one of these beads. So I'm thinking quite like this white one. So add the white along with one of these gold ones, and then another white. So that's what I'm going to add on. So just like that. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to pop that into a knot, and the reason why is because we don't want those beads to sort of climb up. So let's go underneath there and making sure, right, just going to scrunch those just a little bit, just so that, oh, I love them. I absolutely love it. I'm making sure, because I've pushed them all down, so I'm going to just pinch them. There we go. And then we want to come in, and I want to add in a loop, so I am actually going to go back down into my beads, so just like that, and then I'm going to just pop my needle through the thread, because it's a nice thick thread. So I'm going to go halfway through the thread, and I'm actually going to put myself a knot in there, just because I don't want the knot to be seen. So just like that, and then because I can hide the knot within the bead itself, so again just put in another knot, right, and then just so that it doesn't come apart, let me grab my glue. So I'm just going to snip that off, so just like that. I'm going to add on a little bit of glue, because we do not want that to fall apart at all, especially if we're giving it out, so highly suggest that we do that. Push the bead over the top, and there you have it. We have a decoration. So it is a Christmas tree, or it could even be a bell. So I'm going to do the same with the bottom, so I'm just going to cut that off, and then I'm going to pop some glue just on the end of here as well, so just like that. And then once that's dry, that is ready to go. But how cute is that? So there you have it. There is our tree decoration, just using a book. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that would look gorgeous on a present as well. So you could put it on a present, and then they've got a little keepsake, haven't they, for Christmas. So I'm going to try it, and what I'll do is I think I'm going to make one with double the amount of paper, and see how that looks, and I'll come on in a second. I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to do one twice the size of this one, and we'll put them together. But I do think it feels lovely. So yeah, so right, I will be back once I've got another one of these finished, and we'll compare them, and then I'll write a little note as well, so that you can pause the video, and then you know how many pieces at what sizes. So I'll be back in a second. Yes, I'm back. So there is all doubled up, and I actually much prefer it to the little one, but oh, try not to drop it. It has got glue on it, so I've got to be careful, but that is the decoration. How gorgeous is that? So I've wrote it down, so if I just leave that there, if you pause the video, you'll be able to do, and this is for the larger one. If you want to make the smaller one, then you just half the numbers. So like I said, just pause the video, and that tells you how many pieces you need. But how gorgeous are them? I absolutely love it. They're going to make such gorgeous gifts. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hopefully we'll see you very soon in my next video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.